Esmond Britt,
All righty. Thank you, sir.
the food slot.
Yeah.
Court does call the case. Other people versus Esmond Britt.
Nicole Hughes on behalf of the people.
Mr. Ward.
I apologize, Your Honor. Zachary Ward on behalf of Mr. Britt. Mr. Britt, can you state your name?
Esmond Costa Britt.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'd be requesting adjournment based on not having an opportunity to review video discovery yet. And then I had an inquiry as to bond. I believe he was given a release to treatment by the arraignment court, but I wanted to confirm that.
I have no objection to the adjournment. If there is not a condition for release to treatment, I have no objection to adding that.
You haven't.
There's nothing specified either way in JIS.
Yeah, we don't have anything specified. I would indicate that you're asking for an adjournment of this, correct? So probable cause will be adjourned August 24th, 2023, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Defendant may be released to treatment. All right. So I've added that condition. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I apologize. I know Mr. Hughes' family is petitioning for guardianship in the case.
Mr. Britt, my family's not petitioning.
I apologize, Your Honor. Didn't get much.
I was like, wow, really?
Yeah.
All that happened. No, go ahead.
No, they had also inquired of me as whether there was a tether condition on bond as well.
There isn't, and there should not be, Your Honor. This is a situation where Mr. Britt needs to be stabilized in terms of his mental health first. There also is not, at this time anyway, an appropriate tether to prevent someone from trying to blow up gas stations. So I would be adamantly opposed to that.
Your Honor,
I'm going to have to agree with you on that misuse. So
no,
what
Honor,
were you asking me to do?
Can we approach briefly, Your Honor? I apologize. I don't want to.
Seriously?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It'll be brief.
Can you put them into a breakout room? Reflect, we've had a bench conference on the Britt matter. I would indicate that the defendant may be released to treatment only with a GPS tether. So, all right. Thank you.
Watch your fingers. Your Honor, Benjamin Detlaff is up now. It's going to be a food slot.
Okay. Does call the cases of the people versus Benjamin Detlaff.
Michael Doby for the people.
Oh, where's Mr. Gotti?
Who's on these overwatch?
Sorry, Your Honor. Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Detlaff.
All right. What are we doing on these?
Your Honor, we had I forwarded some plea forms to the court.
Yes, sir.
One correction is they say no contest. After speaking with Mr. Detlaff yesterday, I believe these will be guilty pleas.
Okay. And I don't have police reports anyway, so they're going to be guilties.
Yes. I'm a little concerned because Mr. Detlaff was out yesterday. He's there today. Are you okay, Mr. Detlaff?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. He has been adjudicated competent, Your Honor. He was fine yesterday. I don't know if this is some precaution or something.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Hang on one moment. Let me see what I can find out.
Thank you.
Because I'm going to be a little bit worried about trying to take a.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Everything's on. Okay. All right, Mr. Gaddy and counsel, there was nothing that would affect or concern the court regarding that. He would actually, given a staffing concern, you can see that it says 2 officers. That's not available at this moment. That's why he's where he is right now.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
All right. So, so he's going to plead to both of these, I take it.
That is correct, Judge.
All right. Mr. Detlaff, can you raise your right hand, please, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. State your name again, please.
Benjamin Detlaff.
All right. You can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead to 2 charges of attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. Those are misdemeanors, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and or $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. And understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To the charge of resisting and obstructing, let's try to differentiate these. That is contained in case ending in 819, occurring on, get this paper separated, occurring on March 9, 2023. How do you plead?
Guilty.
To that same charge contained in the case ending in 1846, alleged to have occurred on November 23rd, 2021. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, that I should also advise you, sir, that while I'm taking your plea on the case ending in 1846, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Washington in the 14B District Court. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty on that charge?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, you understand by pleading guilty in this case, excuse me, that you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Also, because of that, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance. You're also giving up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. And you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of rights.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I'm not.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty to these charges?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because you believe that you're guilty of these offenses?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Starting in the case ending in 819, On or about March 9, 2023, at the location of 2201 Hogback, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, did you come into contact with law enforcement officers?
Yes, I did.
All right. And what happened?
That was in jail, the time in jail with the officer.
Yeah, that is the time in jail with the officer. What happened?
Incident. I was very out of place in my judgment. I thought the officers had turned on me due to something that happened prior to meeting with the altercation, the incident with the officers. So,
Your Honor, may I voir dire?
Yes, please.
Mr. Detlaff, you were in the jail at the time, correct?
yeah,
And the jail officers were working at the jail, correct?
correct,
And you knew them to be jail officers, correct?
correct.
And did you assault them in a manner? Did you basically struggle with them and spit at them?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
I believe that makes the factual basis for the bigger charge, Judge.
Yes, it does. All right. And also, sir, on November 23rd, 2021, at the location of Elmwood Court and Chestnut Drive in Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, did you come into contact with Washtenaw County Sheriff deputies?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. And what happened in regard to that?
I tried to run when they tried to arrest me.
Your Honor, may I?
Okay, they were trying to arrest you?
Well, yeah, go ahead, Gotti, please.
Your Honor,
Were they trying to arrest you and you ran?
Yes.
And you knew that they were police officers? Or sheriff's deputies?
I didn't, and at the time, I didn't know why I was being arrested because there was no arrest warrant.
Okay, I didn't ask you that.
Right.
I'm asking you, did you know that they were deputies?
Yes.
And they were trying to take you into custody, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are now not disputing that they were acting within their lawful authority to do so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's pleas on these cases?
You have, and it would, Your Honor.
yes, Judge.
In case 819, court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation. Sentencing will be
September 13th.
September 13th, 2023, 9 a.m., and that is before me. His bond in that case will continue. On the other case,
Don't.
court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1's dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered. Sentencing in that matter will be
August 31st at 10 a.m. with Judge Washington.
August 31st, 2023, 10 a.m. before Judge Washington. Bond on that matter will continue.
Your Honor, just one ancillary matter, if I could.
Yes.
On the 14B case, I think he's got enough jail credit to max out in that case. I don't know if Your Honor is able to keep that or not.
I'm always able to do a lot of things, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
All
The
right.
other is, well, then that's going to be, I believe that the jail's CMH staff is working to see if Mr. Detlaff can be released to Ridgeview in Ohio, which is a dual diagnosis program. If I can fashion an order with Mr. Doby to accomplish that once a bed is available, would Your Honor be able to sign, or would I need one for you and one for Judge Washington?
You would actually need one for both of us. I'll tell you what. All right. I wasn't going to do it because we all have a lot of work. I'm good. On 1846, I'll keep the sentencing on that one. Sorry.
Thank you, Judge. It's appreciated. And I think a bed will be available. He has a hold in Canton, which I think is a $300 bond. Once that's cleared, I will submit an order. I think Mr. Doby's on board.
I have no objection.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right. Everything's fine, Ben.
So what?
Just one shoe.
Yeah. And there's a second sign-in, so Mr.
Oh, the second sign-in's here?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Court does call the cases of the people versus Jeremy Shue. 2 cases.
Morning, Your
Nicole
Honor.
Hughes on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert J. Kilwald. On both matters, Your Honor. I've had a chance to briefly discuss this with Mr. Shue since I was just appointed, but he would like to have an exam set for the 15th, Your Honor, and I would like to quickly address bond after that.
Mr. Shue, can you state your name, please?
My name is Jeremy Shue. I don't waive my 14-day rule, so whatever time exam needs to be set.
Judge, if he wants it set for the 8th, all I can tell him is I have 3 exams, including a murder exam. But if he wants it on the 8th, Your Honor, would you please set it for the 8th?
I can do that. Preliminary examination in these matters will be set August 8th, 2023, 9 a.m. in person before Judge Burke.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, as to bond, it's my understanding my client has $30,000 on each case. I would ask the court if it would consider a PR bond with tether. He has a place to live in Belleville with his fiance. He can be gainfully employed. He promises to appear for all future court hearings. And again, he would be agreeable to a tether if the court would release him. These matters happened at the jail. Quite frankly, he doesn't feel secure for what that's worth, Your Honor. And I would ask if the court would please consider a PR bond on both matters.
I'm not going to change his bond. I've set his exam in 5 days. And given the nature of the charges, so I'm not going to change his bond. That can be raised after preliminary examination before Judge Burke. Thank you. Motion for bond reduction is denied. Thank you.
Jeremy, I'll come and see you.
Hey, I just wanted to bring something up to the court. The fact that Judge Burke had to defer the case last time because of past litigation with Judge Burke. So I don't know if
Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. So did you have an issue with Judge Freshour also, though?
Yes, I did.
I think I'm the only one you haven't had an issue with yet.
We've never had an issue, Your Honor.
Maybe we should. No, I'm kidding. All right.
I would prefer not.
No, I'm just messing with you. Well, then, Jeremy, there is no way that I can hear this on the 8th. There's the only 2 judges up on the 8th are Freshour and Burke. I can set it for the 15th before me, and that way we don't run into that issue. That's the best I can do.
So if we set it on the 8th, does that, and then?
Well, I think what will happen, if I set it as I've set it, and thank you for bringing it to my attention, but if I set it as I've set it, then what's going to happen is Judge Burke is probably going to, at that time, find good cause to adjourn. Judge Freshour would also, because of the past things, and they would kick it to the next week. Okay. And then that's when I'm at. So you would probably end up, quite frankly, on the 15th anyway.
Okay.
So we can just go ahead and do it, and that way you don't have to go through that, or however you want to do it.
Can we address bond, the fact that it's going to be the 15th now?
Jeremy,
I'm not going to change the bond. I mean, okay. Because if it went on the 8th, they're not going to change the bond. It's going to come to the 15th.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to give anybody any advantages. I appreciate what you're saying it and everything, but
I understand.
So I can set it for the 15th or I can leave it on the 8th, whatever you prefer.
15th would be fine, sir.
All right, then I'll change this. August 15th, 2023, 9 a.m. That will be before me.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate your.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry for the.
Thank you.
Jeremy, I'll come and see you next day or so.
All right. Thank you, sir. losing shit.
Okay. As I didn't have enough. All right. We need an interpreter. Oh, we do have an interpreter.
Signing in right now.
Hello, Your Honor. I am David again, ID number 352578 with the Language Line Solutions.
All right. He's previously been sworn this session, so we don't need him sworn in again. So
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I just need the 4-digit access code. Can I have it? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
1423.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
All right. Ready? Court does call the case. People of the State of Michigan versus Luis Enrique Aponte.
Ok, la corte llama el caso de Michigan contra Luis Enrique Ponte.
Alexander on behalf of the people.
Alicenda representando a la fiscalía.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Aponte, Your Honor.
Y Michael Gary, que es el defensor público asistente defendiendo a Luis Enrique Aponte.
All right. What are we going to be doing on these cases?
¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer con este caso?
Your Honor, this matter was adjourned so that I could meet with Mr. Aponte via Zoom with an interpreter.
Su señoría, este caso fue aplazado para que yo tuviera oportunidad de reunirme por medio de Zoom con mi cliente, el señor Aponte, con ayuda de un intérprete.
Sorry for stepping on you, sir. I was able to accomplish that on Tuesday evening.
Yo lo pude lograr el martes por la tarde, noche.
During that conversation, Mr. Aponte expressed some difficulties in hearing the interpreter.
Durante esa conversación, el señor Aponte expresó que tenía algunas dificultades para poder escuchar al intérprete.
I attempted to get an in-person interpreter to meet with him afterward.
Intenté lograr conseguir un intérprete en persona para que se pudiera reunir con él después.
So that I could make sure he's informed of what's going on, not only in this matter, but there's 2 other matters pending in circuit court as well.
Para asegurarme de que él pudiera estar informado de lo que estaba ocurriendo, no solo en este asunto, sino también con otros 2 asuntos con la Corte de Circuito.
I know it's out of the ordinary, but I would ask the court to adjourn this 1 week so that I can meet him in person with an interpreter so that there's no dispute so that I'm sure he understands where this is going because it's a potential global resolution.
Sé que eso está fuera de lo normal, pero quisiera pedirle a la Corte si se pudiera aplazar este caso 1 semana más para que yo pueda reunirme en persona con ayuda de un intérprete con el señor Aponte y asegurarme de que entienda lo que está sucediendo para que se llegue a una resolución que pudiera ser global.
The necessity for the 1 week is what, Mr. Gaddy? I guess I'm trying.
If this can be resolved.
Hold on.
Oh,
Need the interpreter.
I'm sorry. Yes, I apologize.
Thank you, Your Honor. Señor Gary, necesitamos que nos diga bien cuál es la necesidad de pedir esta semana más.
If I can get this accomplished in the next week, I don't think we'll need to move his circuit court dates in order to avail ourselves. If he wants the global resolution, then I think we can wrap it all up then, as this matter may be dismissed under that potential resolution.
Si yo logro reunirme con mi cliente en esta semana más que estoy pidiendo, probablemente ya no sea necesario que nosotros tengamos que estar moviendo las fechas que tenemos para las cortes de circuito, porque se pudiera estar llegando a esta resolución global que, tomando en cuenta a lo que se pudiera estar llegando, pudiera estarse desechando este asunto con esa resolución.
Probable cause conference, August 10th, 2023, 9 a.m. or as your Zoom invite indicates, bond continue.
El 10 de agosto del 2023 a las 9 de la mañana se estaría aplazando para que se llevara a cabo. Continúa la fianza.
I will come visit you, Mr. Aponte.
El señor Gatti lo va a ir a visitar,
All
señor
right.
Aponte.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. David, again, a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much.
Pleasure all mine, Your Honor. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye for now.
You too. Bye-bye. Court calls the case of the people versus Trace Hickenbottom.
Alexander on behalf of the people.
Mr. Overwater.
Sorry about that. Judge Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Hickenbottom.
Mr. Hickenbottom, state your name, please.
Trace Anthony Hickenbottom.
All right, what are we doing?
Sorry.
Judge, I asked to set the matter for preliminary examination.
Preliminary examination in person, August 15th, 2023, 9 a.m. before Judge Falvo.
And Your Honor,
Yes.
this time we would be asking the defendant's phone privileges be revoked. He contacted the victim twice on July 23rd, and in one of the calls, he was talking to her about if she was coming to court or not and discussing the case with her. So at this time, we would be asking that his phone privileges be revoked.
Any response?
No objection to the phone privileges being revoked based on that, Judge. I asked that if there are recordings of those calls that they be tendered to the defense.
All right. Defendant's phone privileges are hereby ordered revoked. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're waiting. Okay, that's fine. We're good.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, that's right. You got it. Okay. Court does call the case of the people versus Christopher Hayes. Two
Nicole
cases.
Hughes on behalf of the people.
Sandra White on behalf of Christopher Hayes.
Great, what are we doing?
Your Honor, in this matter, I need to ask for an adjournment so that I can meet with Mr. Hayes and review videos.
Is this the only thing holding him or these?
I think we
No.
addressed, no.
He has
No.
a hold from Oakland County as well. Well, it's the only thing holding him here, but we would lose him to Oakland.
All right. Probable cause conference in these matters will be adjourned August 17th, 2023, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're still at 2. Oh, damn.
Say, Germain, can you come to the slide? You have food.
It's court. Come on up.
Court does call the case. People versus Nicole St. Germain, excuse me.
Alex Chabalowski for the people.
And Alex Warren Green on behalf of Miss St. Germain. Miss St. Germain, if you could please state your name for the court.
Miss St. Germain, can you say your name, please?
Nicole St. Germain.
I think I heard it. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment in this matter for continued negotiations. I defer to Mr. Chablowski on the timeline for that.
2 weeks would be sufficient.
All right. Well, we'll do this. August 24th, 2023, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you.
Hey, Janae, I'll turn the light off in just a second, okay?
That's it.
Your Honor,
Oh, I'm sorry, I just muted.
Oh, hold on a second. You're muted. Oh, there
I'm
he
gonna
is.
head over to another block and grab Mr. Sullivan. I'll be right back up.
All righty. Thank you, sir. This is Jaylene Sullivan.
Nicole Hughes on behalf of the people.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Sullivan.
Mr. Sullivan, can you state your name, please?
Jaylene Sullivan.
All right. What are we doing?
I'll be asking to adjourn the probable cause conference. I received the discovery after I had the opportunity to meet with Mr. Sullivan. Additionally, I've demanded the production of the body cam videos so that I can review those and discuss them with Mr. Sullivan as well.
17th or 24th? Which would you prefer?
17th, please, Judge.
All right. Probable cause conference, August 17th, 2023, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Sullivan, you can call me from the jail if you have questions.
I gotta get your number. Can you write? Can I get a
Call the
number?
public defender's office. They'll tell you how.
I'll write it down.
All right. All right. What's your name again?
Just ask for your attorney.
All right.
Your Honor, Mr. Bailey's coming up from the block. He'll be right with us.
All righty. Thank you. I don't know who that is. I ran her. Okay, video, audio on. Court does call the cases of the people versus Tony Bailey.
Ally Zend on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne on behalf of Tony Bailey. Mr. Bailey, state your name.
Tony Warren Bailey, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Sullivan.
Your Honor, we're asking for another adjournment. I did have a chance to speak with Mr. Bailey. He's aware that he had been found competent in that report. We're asking for another adjournment to either seek a resolution or discuss the waiver to circuit court.
Another adjournment until this find out what's going on and about the 7th on the case of the drunk driving case. How you doing, Simpson?
I'm doing great, Bailey. You all right?
No, I'm not. Mr. Simpson, can I speak before sentencing? I lost
Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey.
Okay, Mr. Bailey.
Today.
It's probably better you don't start talking to me about anything, okay?
I just want to show you a picture I drew you. If you give me a second. Okay, I'm in a lot of pain. Okay, I drew you something. If you could just take a shot. I drew, okay.
You drew me.
I put your name on it. That's for you.
That's for me.
Yeah, right. That's an old school car for you. I did put you some spinners on it.
All right. So I'm like an old school car.
Oh, well, it's you know what I call it.
Yeah, I believe he's calling you a classic.
Yes, old school.
Okay.
Okay. I done lost 7. I got to get 7 more piranhas. They're all floating in the fish tank.
Okay. All right, Mr. Bailey. We'll see you on the 24th.
The 24th?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Take care. That way they'll talk to you before then. Bond will continue. Thank you.
The 24th of this month?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Uncontinued. Corporal Klemowitz.
Yes,
Is that it for us? Yes. Sir, I think that if I had the ability to give you accommodation, I would give you accommodation. What you did today was absolutely fabulous, and I think you ought to be called out and saluted for it. I do appreciate everything you've done today, getting us through this.
Oh, I appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you. It's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.
And I think that ends that block, and we will be back at noon. 14A stands in recess.